Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the trading room. My name is Clinton Kruger, and I'll be your presenter this morning. Just let me know if you can hear me clearly. Just give me a thumbs up for yes. And yeah, if you can see the screen with the trade logo. Yeah, perfect. So I'm standing in for Roger this morning. He said that he notified everyone yesterday. And I hope you guys enjoy this morning's class, trading session with me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If there's something that you'd like to look at, let me know. I'll be going through some of the trade signals that were sent out this week to see which hit TP, if you're still in the market on some of them, and so forth. Okay, so I do have a second screen where the chat is and so forth. So now and again, I'm going to glance over to it. So I do apologize if it is a distraction, but yeah, just easier for me to have both screens. Chats. Get everything on the screen. Okay. Yeah, perfect, 100%. Okay, so I'm a registered rep on the FSCA's website. I'm just working under supervision. Expect a call if it's your first time that you deposit money into your account. And yeah, my email address is clinton@quicktrade.co.za. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is let's quickly open up MT5. Just want to get MT5 on our screen. There we go. Okay, perfect. So let's start. Sorry, I'm just submitting clients as I go along. Let's start with, I'm not going to go all the way back to Monday. Let's go to gold. Let's see what happened with gold. I think it actually is very close to TP. Yeah, definitely hit TP yesterday. Or actually on what's today? On Tuesday, it looks like it hit TP. So I'm happy to see that. Anyone else? Were you in? Did you go into the gold trade that was sent out Monday? And did you climb out when it hit TP, or did you feel you're going to adjust the TP? Just let me know in the chat. If you have any questions as well about gold, for instance, feel free to ask. Okay, Petru, perfect. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Any other questions? Or I mean, Andre, okay, perfect. Happy to see that. Okay, so that was a good trade with gold. We'll get back to funny things. We'll get back to gold later on. I just want to quickly go over to Euro GBP. Just want to quickly see which one is this now. Okay, that's fine. So Euro GBP, I think it directly went to stop loss, unfortunately. As you can see, it chops up quite well. So yeah, unfortunately, it hits stop loss directly. So unfortunately, that was not such a good trade. I know WTI. I just want to quickly go to WTI, for instance. Okay, so with WTI, let's go to a. Okay, so we climbed in at what, $73 roughly over here at the bottom, and our TP is over here at $77. So unfortunately, it hasn't hit TP as yet, but as you can see, there's good upward movements, especially today. So if you feel you'd like to maybe secure your profits, you can adjust your stop loss above your entry. So if it pulls back, that you can still make some profits on that trade. Anyone took profit on WTI as well? Okay, Peter, thank you. Anyone else? Did you go for the WTI trade, or did you feel you'd like to leave it alone? Just let me know. So I think it's maybe going to just turn around just before TP. I doubted if it could maybe push all the way. But yeah, there are some with Brent, it went up due to the weak economic data for China. Usually WTI follows Brent, so it could mean that it could definitely hit TP if you're still in it, but otherwise you can maybe close your trades if you feel that it's going to hit the 200 and shoot further down. Okay, Fonny did not go down to entry. I think, yeah, sure, I can remember it was, I think, like 20 cents or something, and it shot up. So I climbed in with my personal account in it, and I'm still in the trade. So I think after the trading room, I'll just close the trade. I think I feel it's losing some momentum, especially over here by the 200. So as you can see, Wednesday's candle, it hit the 200 and shot back down. So I think they're going to retest it. Yeah. Anyone else with WTI? Did you go in? Even though it did not hit your entry, did you rather do a market execution, or did you rather wait and see if it hits as a pending order? Edwin, unfortunately, that happens. If you adjust your stop loss too close to the market, then yes, it can definitely kick you out. I know yesterday you can see there was quite a lot of indecision, but yeah, the buyers still dominated. Was that wick that was formed? You can see it definitely. Yeah, the buyers were still dominant and shot up. Okay, perfect. So let's quickly go over to the USD JPY. There we go. So our entry, it was a sell. Okay, so unfortunately it went directly against us. So with this trade, it actually hit TP, not TP, it hit stop loss today. If you kept your stop loss at the level as per the trade skill. So did anyone go for a USD JPY, or did you feel that you rather climbed out when you saw that it's going against you, or let me know? Okay, it's SL, yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect. It's it's not good news losing money on a trade, but yeah. Okay, Dirk, I'm sure you're happy that you did not take a trade. Remember when you receive a trade signal, that you have to do your analysis as well on the trade signal. So if you agree with it, then yes, take it. You have to do your risk management as well. Remember, Tuesday evenings, I give the risk management class, how to use the Forex calculator and so forth. Now, if you feel that you don't want to go for the trade, you don't have to. It's just a trade idea for set out. Okay, perfect. GS, I know it's SL as well. Goldman Sachs. Oh, sorry, yeah. Goldman Sachs, there we go. So as you can see, it shot up drastically yesterday. I see Tesla actually went down yesterday. So I was quite surprised to see how they shot up. But I think it could be the US gained against a basket of currencies. The state's employment benefits dropped with 9,000 and to a seasonal 228,000 unemployment. Yeah, so that was again good news for them, and I think that's why it shot up, because it had to do with the interest rates as well. And yeah, so I think that's why it broke through this resistance level over here. Okay, so I quickly see that USD is giving heat. Is they okay? Yeah, I think it's quite interesting to see how the market reacts with certain news that comes out. We'll go to it shortly again if you'd like to look at it. But yeah, unfortunately, it hits stop loss. And I see it was actually pulling back. So I don't know if it's maybe going to shoot further up or not. We'll go through it shortly. This one I quickly check. Okay, then we have the British pound versus the Australian dollar. There we go. Okay, so this was a buy. Just want to quickly check the levels. So stop loss was 188. So it also hit stop loss yesterday. So I don't know if some of you maybe tried to adjust your stop loss with the British pound, Australian dollar. Yes, Petru.
What I did was after it hits, or I closed it off before it hit stop loss, because it was going the opposite way around. Then I waited for about an hour or two, and I was watching the hour chart and the 4 hour chart. And I saw the hour chart started picking up again. So I went back in, and I'm in actually quite a bit of profit now.
Okay,
As well,
that's
but as a buy. I
yes,
took a
yes.
chance. I did speak to Roger about it yesterday. He says maybe, but he was hesitant. But I went back in, and I see now it's climbing up nicely now.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
no, I'm happy for you on that. And that's where if you look at the market while you can, then you can do your analysis as well while the time moves on. And as you can see, it shot up quite well, and you climbed in, try to get your or recover the losses that you have, and I'm sure you definitely made that back, maybe even making a bit more. Yeah, 100%. So unfortunately, GBP AUD also hit stop loss, but as you can see, it's recovering quite well today. I don't know if it's going to definitely shoot for that. As you can see, it is at resistance at the moment. Not so strong, but possibilities there that it can have more downside. But if I look at the candle of yesterday, the wick, you can see it tried to break through the 50-day moving average, and it did not succeed. So I see more upside. Yeah, 100%. Okay, and then lastly we have Euro NZD. I just want to check if I have it on the screen. Okay, now let's quickly add it. Perfect. Now it's a buy as well. As you can see, it's definitely going up. Because our stop loss level was over here. So as you can see, it has not hit stop loss as yet. It's definitely moving upward. Yesterday it came quite close to the stop loss. But yeah, other than that, it's not moving in the correct direction. Yeah. So anyone in yesterday's trade? It's yesterday. What's today? Today's the 21st. Yeah, so yesterday's trade, Euro NZD. Just let me know. Okay, I'm in. Okay, perfect. Okay, error. Okay, Nikki, just want to quickly read the message. I modified my 30 pips. Yeah, Nikki, unfortunately, that could happen if you adjust your stop loss too close, especially with certain currencies or commodities or indices that have big movements, that could definitely move 30 pips in a day or so. Then it can happen that you hit stop loss, unfortunately, with that. Okay. Dirk, okay, so just want to quickly get the level where we climbed in at, just that I have it on the screen. Okay, so it's just below that, roughly over here. Check. Yes, so it's roughly over here. That's where we climbed in at. So if you feel you'd like to try and protect your losses on this trade, just want to quickly see where the stop loss is at the moment. It's set. There we go. Okay, so Dirk, for myself, what I'll do is I'll adjust it, but not on break even. I'll adjust it a bit closer to roughly to this level over here. So 1.78, 250. Now the reason for that is, yes, your losses is a bit less, and it could maybe pull back and hit it. But if you look at the past 2 days, there's a lot of indecision. And so far with today's candle on a daily time frame, you can see for the past 9 hours, there's definitely more buyers than sellers. So as you can see, the buyers are definitely dominating. So I feel that some maybe took profit, and that's why there was indecision yesterday, and some tried to climb in yesterday and ride it out. further. So if you feel you'd like to do that, by all means you can. If you feel you'd like to rather leave the stop loss where it is, that's all up to you. I feel that there's no support at the moment, or resistance in this case. It's only that level, and that was in April. But I feel that there's definitely more upward movements. As you can see, the 200-day, the 100 and the 50, well, and the 10-day, all four pointing upward. And as you can see that it is still in the buy zone because it's above the 50 and the 200. I just want to quickly see if I missed any other questions. I'll be with you shortly. Okay, still in. Yes, I'm in. Honeymoon pips for future. Okay, Nikki. So it's quite difficult to say. It all depends on the trader itself and also what you're trading. For instance, if I use Euro NZD, the movement on it, I'm just going to use yesterday's candle with the wick in that. The total movement was 112 pips for the whole day. If I go to an hour time frame, for instance, as you can see, today's candle, or the last hour, moved up by 53 pips. So it's quite difficult. Some will say, no, let's keep it on, let's say 50 pips. With the NASDAQ, some will say they'll keep it at 150 pips and so forth because of the fluctuation. Yeah, so the best is maybe to ask Roger as well. He has much more trading experience than what I have, and I feel comfortable with what Roger usually says in that if he refers to certain pips, stop loss adjustments and so forth. Okay. Perfect. Okay, also adjust my okay. How do I lock profits? Pietru, just want to quickly see. I see you replied to that message. Okay, 100%. Edwin, I'll look at it now shortly. Sorry, I'm just going through the messages just to see that I have not missed out on anything. Okay, Dirk. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So let's quickly go back to what was that now? AUD, GBP, AUD. I'm just going to quickly open up a new chart, just easier. Then we have charts that you can definitely look at. Okay, so Edwin. Yeah, I'll go to CAD JPY shortly. So Edwin, I just want to check movements. Okay, Edwin, just want to find out. So you are in the trade at the moment still with GBP AUD. Just let me know. Did you use our levels? Did you adjust your stop loss because it hit our stop loss, unfortunately? Or did you climb in again? And sorry, I just want to check. Okay, just want to quickly get the levels where it was. So, roughly there. Yeah, so it's roughly there. That was the increase. Then our stop loss was, let me just quickly write it in, that's much easier. Okay, so yeah, just hit stop loss, unfortunately. And then TP, just want to quickly check where the levels are for TP. Okay, there we go. So that's the levels that we have at the moment. Okay, perfect, everyone. So yeah, I'll adjust the stop loss. So far on a 1 hour, as you can see, it's if this candle closes above the 50-day, the 50 hour, then yes, that can definitely move to the 200. Okay, so at the moment, you can see the previous hour from 8 until 9, it struggled to break through and it came down. So let's see if this candle will keep. It's just in the next 10 minutes or so. Then I feel there's definitely more upward movements. And yeah, then you can definitely adjust your stop loss, maybe even to break even or a bit closer. We have to see how this hour and what this candle closes. Yeah, so I just want to go to a 4 hour, just want to see how the 4 hour looks. Yeah, there's definitely upward movements. It's not in the neutral zone over here, but as you can see, there's definitely upward movements to the 50-day. Even though it is at resistance at the moment, I feel that there's definitely more buyers in the market at the moment. And I feel that it could break through this level and shoot up.
Sorry, Clinton,
Yes,
my apologies.
No problem.
Do anybody know what happened in the last 5 minutes with the US dollar and the yen? Something triggered that the yen weakened dramatically and the dollar strengthened dramatically. Any news that anybody know about?
Okay, so just before the class, I quickly went onto investing.com just to see if there's any news that came out. Now, the dollar firms, so I just quickly took some notes, and then yen wobbles as Japan inflation holds above BOJ target. Okay, so the Japan CPI inflation grows slightly in June. The CPI core of the core CPI remains sticky. So I don't know if that is to do with the fluctuation between the US dollar and the Japanese yen at the moment.
But even if you check, please open, say, for example, Swissy yen.
Okay,
And
so
go to
not specifications. Sorry.
go to the 15-minute time frame.
Oh wow. Okay, I can see that. This is just on an hour time frame at the moment. So I think it is to do with the CPI figures with Japan that maybe came out recently. You said 15 minutes.
Yeah, but that's 9 hours back.
Yeah, it was quite. Let's just quickly check something. I just want to quickly see. I've got the DXY open in front of me as well. Okay, so the DXY is still at 100.77. It's staying there. It's hovering at the moment.
But if you compare the DXY, sorry, on a 15-minute chart, you'll see exactly the same happen, but to the DXY.
Now I see it's jumping up quite drastically, jumping up and down the whole time. Yeah, I don't have any news on that at the moment. So I'll just quickly go to the news part and see if there's anything that maybe came out.
My apologies for the interruption. It's just amazing that I wanted to enter the Swiss yen on the JS EJ strategy at around about 161,900, and all of a sudden it just started jumping.
Yeah. Okay, so over here 13 minutes ago on Reuters, it says that BOJ leaning towards keeping yield control steady next week. The Bank of Japan is leaning towards keeping the yield control policy unchanged in the next week. Okay, then 26 minutes ago, the dollar edges lower, but off 15 months low after solid labor data. I don't see anything else as yet. So yeah, I've got no answer for you, Barney, on this one.
No, thank you. I'm just curious because I also tried to investigate to see where did I miss this announcement, because
Yes,
that's
yeah.
definitely to do with some other funding. So I thought
Of course,
maybe
definitely.
somebody, I don't know, wrapped Biden, for example, or something. I couldn't understand what's going on.
Yeah, that shot up with 90 pips from 9:30 until that wick. So 90 pips is a good move.
Was
Just
it
change it to
that's-
the 5 minutes. Sorry, Peter.
No, it's fine. I'm just wondering if there was any fundy on the Swiss side that pushed that's through the roof.
Nothing, because I even had a look now at the British pound as well as a euro, and everything is just amazing. That's why all of a sudden USD JPY also hit stop loss. It just kicked off, and there it go.
I don't know if the market was just delayed, meaning 1:30 this morning, everyone was sleeping, and they only reacted now, like, oh, okay, let's do that. I don't know, but yeah, I see there's nothing, no fundy, anything that came out. It was just 8 o'clock with the British pound. So yeah, quite interesting. Okay, perfect. Okay, so just want to quickly get the chat on the screen again. There you go. Okay, so I just want to quickly see coming out. Okay, okay, Chantel. So GBP AUD. So you want to still climb in at the moment with the trade. Just want to quickly go back to it. I feel if you climb in now, it's too late at the moment to climb in. I don't think you'll get a good risk and reward ratio on it because you have to always try and keep your stop loss below, let's say, yesterday's candle or maybe 2 days ago. And even if we have it as that, it will be too late to climb in. Yeah, because it could maybe pull back when it hits that this level over here. But I doubt it. If I look at the candle so far, definitely more buyers dominating compared to yesterday. So for myself, I'll leave the GBP AUD alone if you've not climbed into it. Yeah. Anyone else? Is there any other symbols or instruments that you'd like to look at? Just let me know, please, and we can look into the matter. Just going to quickly go back into back on certain. Okay, perfect. So let's quickly go to gold. I'm just going to quickly put in gold on the screen as well. I said we'll get back to gold at the moment. Just going to quickly load my templates. There we go. So as you can see, gold reacted as well in the past 15 minutes. So something had to happen.
It's amazing.
Yeah, all that I can think of, it had to do something with the dollar, the DXY and Japan. Just want to quickly check something. So yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's to do with the state of unemployment benefits that it dropped by 9,000. I don't know if that helps with the US dollar at the moment. So it means that the DXY has to actually shoot up at the moment. And okay, yes, it has. It's now at 100.95. So it shot up with 20.20 so far. So something definitely changed, and that's why gold is now dropping. Because if the DXY goes up, gold will go down because the investors, they move their money over. Yeah, so let's quickly get more data on the screen. Okay, so if I zoom out. Okay, so with gold so far, is there anyone that would like to maybe look at gold? Maybe as a sell or buy, let me know what's your thoughts on it. For myself, it is in the buy zone at the moment. The 100-day and the 10-day cross the 50-day at the moment. It all depends on how it closes today. If it closes above the 150, then there could be upside. But with the DXY shooting up, you can see there's definitely more meat downward compared to upward. It is at support at the moment. So I want to see if it breaks through the support. Okay, so let's look at a sell. Position size calculator. Okay, so short. What I'll do is I'll maybe try and climb in as a pending order. I don't want to climb in at market. I just want to see if we climb in under the 50 day and then take profit. I'll take it to this level over here. So 1900. There we go, a nice round figure. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have a good ratio. So if you climb in at market, let's see what happens. See, so you can actually adjust your stop loss further up. Who would like to go into market now with gold? Or do you feel you'd like to wait a bit and see how it plays out further on today? Let me know. Okay, Dirk, thank you. Okay, 100%. Yeah, so for myself, I'd wait. I'd like to just have a better confirmation that it definitely breaks this area of, yeah, the support. Yeah, Zaya, thank you. If you try and let's just quickly check if TP at one, okay, so at this support level as well, it means you have to have a very tight stop loss. You have to have a very tight stop loss just to even get a good ratio. So Petru, if you're comfortable with it and you'd like to maybe scalp it down, you can do so. But yeah, if you're more conservative, I'd put the stop loss above yesterday's candle or that wick. And then to get a good ratio, I'll have to take it down to this level over here, for instance.
Sorry, what I've done is I've put in a pending order yesterday afternoon at 168, but for a buy. So it triggered it all of a sudden.
Yes.
And my TP is 1988 and my stop loss is 1958.
In 1958. So I'm just going to move to that. And they said 88.
Yes.
There we go. Zoom in. I'm going to go to 1 hour. Zoom out. Okay. Okay, so that will be roughly over there, for instance.
That's right. It's roughly a 2 to 1.
Yes, yeah, it's a good ratio. It's just I'm quite concerned on what happened now. I think the support level, if you look at it on a daily, I'm just going to minimize the position size calculator. As you can see, there's a lot of noise in this area. The whole June, let's say mid-May until end June, it stayed in this area for quite some time and struggled to break through. So I think it's a cool pull back and then shoot for that. Yeah, I don't know. For myself, I think I need to leave gold alone.
Yeah, no. I need to play it out now because I actually did not think it would have triggered, because I did see at 1968 there was quite good support,
Yes,
and that is why I've put it there for retraction or for entering again.
of course, no, definitely. Okay, 100%. So I just want to quickly, okay, Michael. Okay, so let's quickly go to Cecil's message, the British pound, New Zealand dollar. So check. I don't think I have it on my screen. So let's quickly put it in. GBP, NZD. Okay, so both will be a buy. Let's check. Yeah. Okay, so let's quickly go back to GBP NZD. Let's go to a daily time frame. Ooh, okay. So far with the British pound versus the New Zealand dollar. Sorry for that. Where would you like to take it to? Roughly to this level over here. I just want to quickly see who sent the message. Cecile. Just want to find out, is this the level that you'd like to look at the TP? The only thing is, with the last now 15 minutes or half an hour, with the candle shooting up so drastically, I think we're too late to climb in for any ratio at the moment. I can put on the position size calculator quick. Okay, 100%. So just want to quickly check these levels over here. 6. Yeah. So even if you try to climb in now, yeah, it's not feasible at all. You'll have to have a very tight stop, and I'm just concerned with the spike that it had now in the last 30 minutes or so, that it could not pull back and yeah, shoot down, or well, hit your stop loss if it's too close, if you want it to come out. Anyone else? What's your thoughts on GBP NZD? Do you agree that we leave it alone at the moment? Just quickly go back on the daily. I'm going to go to the weekly, just want to check. Okay. So yeah, for myself, I'll rather wait, yeah, for the pullback that there's more downside. Because as you can see yesterday, last week, I'm on a weekly time frame at the moment. There was big indecision, more sellers than buyers. So I don't know if it's going to repeat itself. So today we have to see how it closes. And maybe Monday we can go in as a sell also. That's just my input on it. It is in the buy zone at the moment, but yeah, it's been consolidating in this area. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so let's quickly go to GBP JPY. I think it's exactly the same. Let's go to a daily quick. Zoom out. Yeah, so there's no, at the moment it is at the highest point so far. So I feel it doesn't help chasing a bus if it already left the station. Because as you can see from November last year, March this year, or actually Jan. There we go. So from Jan all the way to where the market is at the moment, that's 2,612 pips that have moved up so far. So I don't know if it's losing momentum at the moment. I feel I could maybe looking for a sell instead of a buy, but it has to not just break this level and shoot further down. That's just my input on it at the moment. Okay, perfect. Just want to quickly go to Euro AUD. Dirk, okay, so just want to see Euro NZD. We had it here at the bottom. There we go. So it shot up. Just want to check where the TP is. I think it's very close to TP. There we go. So at the moment, Euro NZD. If you feel you want to definitely adjust your stop loss now, yeah, you can do so to protect your profits. I think the momentum is quite good on an hour time frame at the moment, that it could definitely hit TP. So I think this will be a good trade as well for yesterday. Yeah, that's not yesterday's trade. Okay, just want to quickly go through the messages. I'm just want to, okay, so Euro NZD is well, Euro AUD. So I think it will be very similar to NZD as they similar currencies. Euro AUD. So it will also be a buy in this case. Let's just quickly check. Okay, so if I go to a daily time frame, just to see how it is, the daily. My only concern on a daily is the resistance level over here. If it breaks through, then we can see that it could maybe even go to this level over here at the top. That's my only concern at the moment. Because yesterday's candle had a very good drop. So I don't know if some traders are trying to push it up to get into a better price before they take it downward to this level, for instance. That's just my input so far on it. Because as you can see, it is at resistance.
You're held at a certain age forever.
Yeah. There we go. Just want to see there's quite a few messages at the moment. So I just want to go through everything. I do apologize for the wait. Okay, not sure. Waiting for a pullback. Okay, done that. Euro USD. Yeah. Go. So I'm just going to quickly open up new charts windows the whole time. It's just easier as what I switch over and we lose some technical information on it. Okay, Obet, so for a sell, okay, let's go to a daily. Okay, anyone else would like to maybe go for a sell on Euro USD? Just let me know. I think the stop loss will be quite difficult to get, especially with yesterday's movements, that big candle. Just let me know. Would you like me to get the RR on the screen? So at the moment, it is still in the buy zone. But yeah, yesterday's candle dominated. It closed just below the 10-day moving average. That all depends on the movements. So far, today's candle itself, not a lot of movements. So I feel we can maybe wait on it. Anyone? Just let me know. Edwin, perfect. Thank you for the feedback. I can quickly put on the position size calculator, but I doubt it if we'll get any levels at all on it. I'm just going to move the stop loss above yesterday's wick. See, that's 100 pips. Yeah, we have a lot of movements all the way down. So let's make it a round figure. Actually, that's too far. Well, not really. It's a good 1:2 ratio, but I would rather adjust it to this level over here. You see, then the ratio, that's where the problem lies. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Just want to quickly confirm. Nikki, I'll go to AUD CAD shortly. Okay, perfect. 100%. Okay, so let's quickly shoot over then to the what was that now? AUD CAD. I think we did not open it. See, there's a message. I'll be with you shortly. Wandile, are you now are you referring to the Euro USD at the moment? For myself, I'll leave it alone. Like Petru and Fonny said as well, it's just with the movement that we had now with DXY. I'm a bit, I'm unsure. I don't want to jump the gun and burn myself.
Yeah. Okay. Roger that.
100%. But if you feel your technical analysis on it is good, you can go. But so far, if I just look at the candle itself, there's no movements for today at the moment. So I think everyone's waiting. And next week we have the FMOC figures that it's going to come out. So I don't know if that's going to complicate things as well. 100%. So let's go back to AUD CAD. Just wanted to see Nikki. So you climbed in at, I'm going to put in your levels. So now 0.85803. Okay. Just want to see whether it's a trade that we sent out or not. Okay, let's go to a daily. Okay, and Nikki, just give me your levels quick. I just want to see where your levels are at the moment. Radial TP and so forth. Just that I know. And I assume it's for a sell that you
Hi, Clinton.
Yes.
So currently my TP is at 0.88392.
okay.
My current stop loss is at 0.89505.
Yeah, this sorry, just repeat what you said. 0 point.
0.89505 for current stop loss.
Okay, perfect.
And then, yeah, then that's the price I entered at.
Okay, so at the moment you have protected your stop loss at the moment. I mean your profits though.
Yeah.
Okay, so for now I feel I'll leave the stop loss where it is. The reason for that is, as you can see, there's definitely more downward movements. Yesterday's candle, yeah, shot down quite well. It's just it is at support at the moment. So some noise, not a lot. So I think this could be a good trade further down. Let's quickly go to a 4-hour. I just want to see. I feel if I just want to quickly check the 4-hour, that will be until 8 and then 12. Just see where the market closes at 12 o'clock, and then you can maybe adjust your stop loss further down. Maybe to your, well, in this case, I have my 200 4-hour moving average. I can maybe move it to this level.
You see, Clinton, the original stop loss, this was a trading room trade, if I recall correctly. The original stop loss was 0.9059. So before she adjusted it. Well
Okay.
done, Nikki.
Thank you.
0.9. What was funny? Sorry.
Sorry again, it's 0.9059.
9. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So that was, yeah, that was a good move then, Nikki, to move it all the way down here. So I doubted so far. We still have an hour and 40 minutes to see how it plays out. But if I look at the movements at the moment, I see definitely more downside. Let's go on the hour time frame. You see over here, the past hour, that was now from 9:30 until 10. You can see it shot down quite well. So far, this hour is only 20 minutes, or this candle. I just want to zoom out more. So I think it's trying to break this support over here, and I think we can see what will happen in the next 30 minutes or so.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on.
Yes, yeah. Then I feel you can definitely adjust your stop loss further down. I was on the 4 hour, if I remember correctly. There we go. Yeah, to that level.
Okay. But just show me that level again that you would have adjusted to.
Okay, so I'm on the 4 hour with the 200 moving average. So that will be 89, 200. So
89,
0.89, 200.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Okay, perfect. Okay. 100%. Just want to see if there's any other messages. Okay, perfect. Anything else that you guys would like to look at? I was quite surprised to see what happened to Tesla yesterday. I wanted to climb in as a short on Thursday, but I was unsure. Let me quickly show you. But yeah, I think I had to actually climb into it with my personal account, but yeah, unfortunately I did not. Okay, so on a daily, if I zoom out with Tesla, I'm just using this as an example. As you can see, I felt it lost momentum and it's going to pull back a bit, but I never realized it's going to fall with almost $30 yesterday. Would have been a good trade, but yeah. So we'll see how it plays out today. If it's going to shoot further up or if it's going to go further down, don't know. Yeah. Any other symbols that you'd like to maybe look at? I think I'll love trade Southwest Airlines. Just want to quickly see what the levels were. Okay, so it actually went against us. So if you climbed out, as you can see, I climbed out via his trade history on my screen. This was not just the test account that I used. And just want to quickly, there we go. So we climbed in with the trade signal and I felt that I'm going to climb out and I'm glad I did. I think the profit that I made on it was, yeah, 380 Rand. I purchased 10 shares with love. So if you're still in it, just see how today plays out. Don't know if it just maybe pulled back and it's going to shoot further down. Let's quickly go to see. So it closed below the 10. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's that's what I have on my plate at the moment. Let's quickly go back to gold. Let's see what happened. Okay, gold is still pointing downward. I do have gold open already. Yeah, so at the moment you can see it's still where it is previously. It's just hovering around the 1,960 level. So as you can see, it's a very good support level. Okay. Dirk, I think you already left, but yeah, thank you for the message. Okay. Anything else that you'd like to look at? At the moment, yeah, like I said, I don't have anything else on my plate. So if you have any suggestions, we can look at it. If you feel the market is very quiet today, I think usually on a Friday, the market is very quiet. I see the XY is going up. It's now 101.02. So it's definitely shooting up. I want to quickly see if there's any news that came out again. News. Yeah, so far, no new news, if I can refer to that. Yeah. I think we could go back to the chats. Go, okay. 100%. Now and again, I look at CAD CHF. Roger and I, we always make jokes about it to see if there's any upward movements or not, or downward movements. Both currencies are quite strong, so that's why Roger always makes jokes and he says it doesn't help Mike Tyson fighting against Mike Tyson. So we'll see how it plays out on this trade. Just going to quickly go to a 4 hour. See, so there's more downward movements on it. Okay, Nikki, I'll go to it shortly. Yeah, I think it will be quite interesting to see how it closes today. If it closes where it is at the moment, then yes, I see Monday we can definitely shoot up further. There's quite a lot of movements for a room upward. 112 pips. But anyway, okay, so let's quickly go to silver. Let's see. That's the poor man's gold, if I can refer to that. Window. Let's load the templates. Okay, so Nikki, you said a sell at the moment. Okay, so at the moment it is in the neutral zone. Wait, let's go to the daily. Okay, there we go. So on the daily, it's in the buy zone at the moment. You can see it is at, I want to say support. So I don't know if it maybe created a high and a low and a higher high. Is it going to come back down to this level over here and then shoot further up? Let's just quickly go to a 4 hour. You see yesterday's candle, the 4 o'clock candle shot down. It's just hovering at this level. So I don't know if it's going to break through this level on the 4 hour at the moment. If I go back to the 1 hour, that was now in the neutral zone, if I remember, yes. So if I wanted to climb in with a sell on silver, I'd climb in roughly at 24,530. Because if we have that candle or that wick, yeah. Okay, so even 25,550 there around this level over here. If it breaks that, then I feel it could be more downside on it. But yeah, other than that, I don't see any. That's not just on the hour time frame. It's easier to see it. The 4 hour, that's just that candle over there, like I said. And then the 50 moving average. Yeah, so for myself, Nikki, at the moment, I feel I'll leave it alone. I just want to see how it plays out before we can go into a trade on it. Okay. 100%. Anything else? Let's quickly go back to Euro NZD. Let's see what happened. Oh wow. Okay, this is not on an hour time frame. Let's go to 30 minutes. So if you are in the trade with Euro NZD, I feel you can definitely adjust your stop loss. I just want to confirm it was a buy. Yes. There we go. So I feel we can maybe adjust your stop loss to this level to protect. We can actually see how it will play out in the next half an hour. But if I look at the momentum, I feel it's going to hit TP before the end of the trading session. What's your take on it? Anyone else? Do you agree? Do you disagree? But if you feel you'd like to adjust your stop loss, do so. If I was in the trade, I'll definitely move it to this level over here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so as you can see, the level will be 1.79 double zero or triple zero in this case. So I'll move my stop loss to this level. And that's good profit. Yeah, it's what, 46 pips roughly. Okay, NZD CHF, just want to see if I opened it. No. Okay, Petru, do you have any levels at the moment? For NZD CHF?
Not offhand. I'm just wondering if maybe we should go for a sell, or is it maybe hitting to support there?
Okay.
Sorry,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, on this is now on a monthly, so it's quite a lot of data. It's what, until 2013, so it's 10 years of data. I'm just concerned on this level over here this week that it turned at this level. I just want to see if there's more data. Now, so as you can see, one of these wicks, I don't know if it's now just going to complete this wick and then shoot up. To be honest, let's quickly see.
All right.
That's 80 pips roughly.
Yeah. Okay, so then we just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, that's my input on it. I feel I'd rather wait and see what happens. If it breaks this level, I can try and go back into. Okay, yeah. So I don't have more data on it. So if you want to get more data, maybe use investing.com also, their charts, to see where's the next support or resistance level. But yeah, I feel as maybe just completing this wick over here.
Okay,
Same
okay.
Yeah,
We
the
do
same one.
LIA.
Yes, yeah. I'd leave it alone at the moment. So as you can see, even these two candles over here, this is now on a monthly, it just closed these wicks here at the bottom. Okay, that was a good support level over here. So as you can see, it hits it quite a few times. Okay, but yeah, for myself, I'd leave it alone at the moment. I don't know if it's going to move further down. Unfortunately, I don't have more data to see where it's going to go to. Okay, perfect. I just want to quickly see if there's any other messages. Okay, no. Let's quickly go back to GBP AUD. Just sort of see how it plays out. Yeah, so far. Okay, so as you can see now, there's indecision in the last half an hour. I think they want to just see how it reacts. Yeah, just no. Let's go to a 4 hour. You see, so it's losing a bit momentum over here where the support level, the resistance level is. I always get it confused, resistance and support, which one is where, but I think the resistance is at the top. I know it sounds unprofessional, but yeah, a lot of times, but I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to get. So I think it's just hitting it, and that's why on an hour time frame, it lost momentum. I'm not saying that it's not going to go down, or well, shoot further up. But so far, as you can see, the previous hour candle, it hasn't even gone down half of it. So usually if that happens, then there's more upside on it. As for instance, over here, you can see that it was a good sell, and then the previous or the candle afterward went more than 50% within that candle, and that means that it's changing direction, that could move further. And that's what I usually use when I look at the market as well. So I feel, yeah, there's more upside at the moment. This is not an hour time frame. Yeah. Is there anything else that you'd like to maybe talk about? Just what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly copy the DXY link in the chat. If no one has it, there we go. I know Roger sends it out on a daily basis, but yeah, it's there in the chat if you'd like it. Yeah. At the moment, yeah. Sorry, I don't have anything else on my plate at the moment. It's nice to see that the rand is strengthening. It's well hovering at the moment in the area, so at least that's good. Below 18 rand to $1. Euro NZD, let's quickly check. Oh wow, there we go. Sure. Okay, so that was quite close. So yeah, the ask price was very close to it. Yeah, you can definitely adjust your stop loss further up, well, to the level that I suggested earlier. If you feel you'd like to maybe close it now, you can do so. Or if you feel, no, let's leave it until TP. It's all up to you. Let's quickly go to 5 minutes. I just want to see. Okay, so far there is rejection, but I think it's just it's losing some momentum. We'll see shortly what happens. Yeah, so off topic, I see that they're predicting a lot of snow for the Drakensberg again. So I think this weekend is going to be super cold, or even early next week. So yeah, just be safe, keep yourself warm, and yeah. There we go. At the moment, yeah, like I said, I don't have anything else that I can suggest. Let's quickly go back to gold. Let's see what happened with gold. Okay, Edwin, so the moving averages that I use is the simple moving averages. So it is the 200-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, the 50-day, and then the 10-day moving average. So it's 10, 50, 100, 200. Those are the 4 moving averages that I use. The same as with Roger. Now and again, I'll maybe use another indicator I like, for instance, the Bollinger Bands with the ceiling, table, and floor. Thinking of it as a tennis ball, bouncing on the floor, and then table, and then vice versa. But yeah, this is definitely fundamental news that came out. Okay, let's go back to a 5 minutes. Just want to see. So there we go. That's hasn't lost so much momentum. Let's see what the next candle will do. So in the next 30 seconds, it's going to open up. It's going to create a new candle. Just want to quickly wait. Let's go to 1 minute. So far, definitely more upside. Let's see what happens with the next candle. I think it will hit TP in the next 30 minutes or so. Maybe in the next 5 minutes or so. We'll see. But yeah, unfortunately, no one can predict the future, so I could be wrong. Yeah, but yeah. Any other symbols that you'd like to look at? Or do you feel the market is very quiet? Well, usually on a Friday, it's very quiet. So far, this morning at 9:30, don't know what happened. But yeah, I'll definitely look into it and see what happened. We'll try and figure out what happened to the markets. Yeah. Anyone else? Anything else that you'd like to bring forward? Just let me know. Don't be shy. Well, let me ask this. Has anyone maybe closed the Euro NZD trade, or do you feel you want to see how it plays out in the next 20 minutes? If you went into the trade. Still in, okay, Edwin, thank you. Still in. See how it plays out. Perfect. Because yeah, remember, if you adjusted your stop loss accordingly to this level over here, roughly, then at least even though it pulls back, you're still making some profit on it. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I see it's now 22:11. If you feel that we have to, I'm not saying that we have to end the meeting, but if you feel that there's nothing else to look at also, if you feel we need to end it, we can do so. If there's something else, just let me know. There we go. Let's see what's happening. Come on. It looks like we're waiting for paint to dry. Let's see what will happen. But yeah, just let me know what's your input. Would you like to just quickly wait and see if it hits TP? This is super close if you're in the trade at the moment. Super close, yeah. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm on a minute time frame, so it's nice to see how it fluctuates. Now, while we wait, I'm just going to quickly explain this. I'm sure most of you know it already. Because you've done a buy trade, you climbed in at the ask price. There's a red line on my screen at the moment. You climbed in at this level. Now, when you go out of the trade, meaning you close the trade, you'll be going out or climbing out on the bid price. So that is why the TP has not hit as yet, because the bid price has not passed it. As soon as it passes it, then it will close your trade. So that is on a buy. You climb in on the ask price and you climb out on the bid price. If it was a sell, for instance, then you climb in on the bid price. So to close the trade, you'll then be closing on the ask price. So it means then the ask price must go past the TP before it triggers the TP. Just some info that you know. Okay, and then there's something else that I'd like to just bring forward as well. I don't know if you know about it, but with a quick trade, dependent on the leverage account that you have, if you have a 1:500 or a 1:200 leverage accounts, there is a maximum balance allowed in that certain account. So you'll find it on the Quick Trade websites. Roughly in the middle of the website, you'll have the topic that says leverage. You'll see with the US dollar, it's 550. So your account balance may not go above it. If it does, you'll be automatically switched over to the 1:100 accounts. Yeah. And then also with, if you have a US dollar account, the maximum balance allowed in the ZAR account, in this case, sorry, is 40,000 or 39,999. So if your account balance goes above that, then you'll be switched over. So if you were in trades while that happened, then you'll have to first withdraw money out of the account. Then we can switch you back to the correct leverage. Yeah. So always just look at your account balance, that you know that you don't get switched over 8 o'clock on a Friday evening or 10 o'clock on a Friday evening, because there's no one then that could assist you. Yeah.
Just a quick question on that one then, Clinton.
Yes.
If you're in the middle of trades and you say your balance is, you're not allowed to go over 39,999, what happens then? Do you lose out on those trades, or do they also switch over, or what happens?
Okay, so what happens is you'll still be in the trade. You'll either be making profit or losses, dependent in which direction. Well, it will be profits, hopefully, on that, because your account balance is growing. Now, you won't be able to close it. The system can't even close it, even if it goes past your TP. Because with quick trade, we have the different leverages. So a 1:100 leverage account, you'll either have 2 dots behind your symbol. Now, if you're on a 1:100, you'll have 1 dot. So as soon as you get switched over to the 1:100, then your account does not have access to the 1 dot behind the symbol. It will only be able to close trades if you had the 2 dots open. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to get to on that. So yeah, you won't be able to. Yes, sorry.
I think I do know what you mean by the 2 dots, because every time you enter a symbol, I always see 2 dots after, I think, but I may be wrong.
Yes. So if you see 2 dots, then it means you're on a 1:100 leverage account. There's no limits. You can have $1 million, R1 million, or whatever in the account, and you can always trade it. There won't be any automations to be switched over. It is just with the 1:500 and the 1:200 leverage. That is where you have the limitation. Okay, so if you are in trades and you get automatically switched over, it will either be myself or Jacques that can help you to be switched back to the correct leverage accounts. But for us to do that, you have to first transfer money out of the account to another account or withdraw the money, because your equity balance needs to be below that maximum allowed.
Okay, understood.
Otherwise,
So,
the system,
yeah,
yes.
so I understand. So that's why you say, please don't do it on a Friday night at 8 o'clock, because nobody's there to help us.
Exactly. It's not to be rude or anything. It's just
Yeah,
that
granted.
a lot of times we have maybe plans or whatever and go out without
Yeah.
taking our laptop or anything worth. Because we hope.
But can it be done on a Saturday morning then?
It can be done, but you'll have to maybe WhatsApp a Jacques or also just to see if they maybe at their desk that it can be done. And unfortunately, you won't be switched back automatically if your account balance goes below the amounts. It doesn't. You'll stay in that 1:100 until we manually put you over.
Okay. It's
So
good to keep in mind, yeah?
Yeah. So what we recommend is if you have a Rand account with us, manage your accounts that it is roughly about 30,000. So if it goes to, let's say, 35,000, withdraw 5,000 out of the account and just put it aside. Maybe transfer it to another account. And if you see your equity balance is falling because the market is going against you, then you can just transfer money back into the account that you stay by the 30,000, for instance.
And what is the level on the dollar accounts, on the 1 to 500 on the dollar accounts?
It's
Would you know?
set on $550, but I usually suggest that you have to keep your account balance here by $400. That's just what I usually say is that the maximum balance is actually 500, but it's actually 550. So it's just that you or that your account does not shoot over, especially if news comes out like now this morning. We don't know what happened that the market shot up. So if you were in a meeting and you come back, you'll see that you'll be kicked over if you had a certain amount in the account.
If you got more than 550 and you deposited more than 550, would you automatically go into the other account?
That's correct, yes. So if you put in, let's say, $600 and you have not opened up any trades, then you will directly be put into the 1:100 account. So if you start trading, we then just leave you in that account. If you feel that no, you wanted to have the 500, then you'll have to first withdraw money out of the account before we can give you access to that account.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Now I know which account. I thought I was on the other one. And yeah, no, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay, 100%. Michael, just want to see. But yeah, unfortunately, Michael, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete your message quick. The reason for that is with your cell phone number in it. Unfortunately, because I'm working under supervision, I cannot do so at all. The best is to WhatsApp Roger, that he can maybe contact you or assist you. I just want to quickly put his number in the chats. So Roger can then give you more advice and help you because he has his qualifications. Unfortunately, I'm still under supervision, so I have to first speak to the KI and so forth before I can just assist any clients on that. Okay. So Michael, you can email me as well if you want. You do have my email address. It is clinton@quicktrade.co.za. But yeah, unfortunately, with that, I may not. Even though if we were friends itself, I can't even give my friends advice. Or, the FSCA is very strict on that, and the Phase Act as well. So yeah. Okay, and I see it has not hit TPS yet. It was very close, but yeah, unfortunately, it has not. Yeah, perfect. Any other things that you'd like to quickly look at before we end the meeting?
No, but please let us know or through Jock on the QT group
Yes.
if you find something out with regards to this, because for me it's just amazing. The dollar strengthened, the euro strengthened, the yen weakened. Something must have happened.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the yen, the Japanese yen, that even though their CPI figures came out early this morning, remember the euro market only opens up around 9. I don't know if they're 9 daylight savings. So I think that could maybe have a reaction on it. But I'll ask Jacques that we can definitely look into the matter. And yeah, if we find anything that we can send it out on the WhatsApp group, maybe. I'll even ask Roger. He's on his way to Margate at the moment. So as soon as he gets back, when he arrives that side, I'm sure he'll look at the markets, and I'll ask him to maybe message some of you and so forth. Yeah, maybe the VIP group.
Okay, or if you do not get snowed in at Nottingham Road or somewhere on the road.
Yeah, imagine that. That would be bad. But yeah, okay, so just look to see, here is one message. So you'll just want to find out, are you now referring to a sell on Euro NZD? Or just let me know what symbol you were referring to, please. Let's see, yeah, they are still in the class. Okay, so Euro NZD. Okay, so for myself at the moment, it would be nice to try and take profit on a sell, for instance, if it hit your TP at the moment. But I feel I'd leave it alone at the moment just to see how it plays out. Because as you can see with today's candle so far, definitely more buyers coming in. So it could maybe even break this level and shoot further up. So it doesn't help selling, and it still has a good upward movement. And then it could maybe bite you. Because as you can see so far with the 150, the 200 is more sideways in this case, but moving averages all point upward. That is still in the buy zone. So I'll just leave it alone at the moment. Maybe Monday, Tuesday, look at it again. If it comes down, then yes, you can maybe do a sell to this level. Roughly. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so we are at the end of the class. I want to thank you very much for the interaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. I do miss giving the trading room now and again, but yeah, I have other work-related things that I need to do throughout the day. So that's why Roger has given the trading room the whole time. And yeah, thank you very much. I hope everyone has an
Clinton,
awesome
before you go,
weekend.
one more question.
Yes, yes.
So one more question, just on the platform, just out of curiosity, say you open up one trade, let's just take your NZD. So you open up one trade, and you see it's going
Yes.
positive, and you set your TP. You open up a
Yes.
second trade slightly later at the same TP. Does the system automatically add both TPs together?
Yeah, so I'm going to quickly use WTI as an example. So
Mhm.
let me just quickly place a trade because I'm in my test account for the class 0.01. So let's say it's a buy, and let's quickly go to the trade. So I'm going to set my TP, let's say, to $80. I'm just going to use that as an example. $80. Okay, there we go. So now if I buy again, I know it's going to be actually at the same price. But let's say I do another buy. Okay, unfortunately, it is exactly at the same price.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, so you'll see that it will still have the option. So both the TP will be then at $80. Come on.
But what will your profit be then? Will your profit be? Oh, does the system obviously add up the profit? Sorry, when you put your mouse your cursor on that line on the TP, okay, it obviously shows you your profit, right? Does the system automatically
Yes,
add those
okay.
two values up on there?
Yes, so because both trades are there, it means you can see that profit times 2.
Okay, so is that value times 2 already?
No.
So
it will only be one of them.
So that value, oh, okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, I tried to ask the technical guys yesterday on technical support, but they didn't understand what I was asking. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, 100%. So I think I'm going to leave this. Let's see how it plays out. I'll just put in a stop loss. Let's say $74. Let's just quickly modify. Here we go. Okay, perfect. So let's see how this trade plays out. But yeah, it's it would be just the one level. I doubt it if it's both. We'll see if I move. Yes, yeah. So as you can see, it is still just the one. Okay. So it will only give
Okay,
you the one.
dokie. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. You guys must have an awesome weekend. Like I said, please stay safe. And yeah, thank you very much for the interaction. Thank you for the feedback and so forth. Really appreciate it. You can leave the meeting on your own time. Otherwise, in the next 30 seconds or so, I'll end it on the side. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, Clinton, and all
Thank
of
you.
you.
Perfect.